Hello and welcome back everyone to a new episode of Loremaster Leveling here with me, Sneaky Bard. We are in the Eastern Plaguelands. We are helping Terranar Sunstrike in killing 5 Death Step miscreations. So here we have the Cult of the Damned trying to make some abominations of their own. So since the newest patch has made leveling quite difficult, even with a AoEing, with a NPC companion, I was trying to want to sap one of these guys, but obviously Terranar, being your regular newbie paladin, decides to no, I am going to do my Divine Storm and break that sap. Which one was it? Kick was that? Okay. Apparently I misselected that guy though, so no kick for me. I wonder if he can heal us. I doubt it though, since we were in PvP combat between episodes while I was AFKing. He didn't seem to be very interested in healing me. Let's step out of the goo. Use our lovely little rocket. Wait, Terranar, you actually died? Oh my god. I don't think I've seen this before. Terranar actually died. Our NPC companion died. Alright. Now there's no one to break our CC, so let's CC you and then go here. Oh dear, we wasted a combo point. Let's blind you and that way kick you. We have as little damage being dealt to us as possible. Alright, let's pull you here. Let's use our cooldown. So yeah, last episode we were talking a bit about the backstory of the Scourge, which also includes the Cult of the Damned. Severely weakened though, with the not only with the ascent of Arthas, oh dear, light bomb. I thought we could interrupt that to the throne of the Lich King, but also with Kel'Thuzad having been killed for good in Wrath, a new Lich King on the throne with Bolvar. The main reason why we have a new Lich King is because if we didn't, then apparently the undead would be even worse of a threat than they currently are when they're beholden to a supreme power, so to speak. But the Cult of the Damned still exists, obviously believing that if they raise everyone up as undead, bend it to the will of the Lich King, then some form of salvation will be theirs. Alright, let's see what we could do here. Alright, let's put a dot on you. Oh dear, we can't really blind you. That's where I was going with this. So let's go here. Alright, and put a bleed on you. Oh dear, let's evade stuff. Alright, good. We've only got you now. And we have our kidney shot, so let's use it. There we go. And let's heal up. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Our sap is about to wear off. And did I already say I really enjoy this new leveling here? There we go. Ooh. Okay, that was the blight bomb apparently. Alright, we could heal. Let's blind you for a bit until we have our Crimson Vial ready again. And then I'm ready to face you, I'd say. Could also wait for Shadow Dance to be ready, because this blind lasts for an entire minute, which would give us an opportunity to use Crimson Vial again. Which, if I'd be playing on my own and not on YouTube, I'd actually do. Because, hey, I want to be assured that we get as good a chance of succeeding in this combat as possible. But I think with Shadow Dance here, we did good time. Alright, nice. So yeah, pulling 3 mobs at once without the help of our little paladin, quite troublesome. Oh, takes a bit of ingenuity to get through there using your entire toolkit. But as I've said before, this is something that I really enjoy with the new patch now, and I'm I mean, obviously this is just my preferred playstyle, but I'm so happy that other people who are not sure whether they, you know, thought that the old system of leveling that we had before, whether it was a bit too simplistic, could experience something that was a bit more, I don't want to say hard in the sense that it's time consuming, but it means that if people have, or if mobs have more health, it also means that you need to start using more your regular cooldowns and whatnot. Oh dear. Cause alright, you died. Because they are now being able to deal more damage to you if they stay alive. It's just, you know, it's simple really. Can we kick? No, we can't kick you anymore. And I really enjoy that. It brings this form of, this actually feels, solely on the PvP part of this actually feels like a semi-dangerous world. I mean, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing, or I will die. I have to use all of my cooldowns. Sure, I'm playing as subtlety here, which means I have very limited, by which I mean no, AoE capabilities. If I were to play as combat, and I realize I haven't put my timer on, but we will just do this by okay, we'd only get Blade Flurry by 63, so it wouldn't really matter. You used to get Blade Flurry way earlier. And does Assassination get their Fan of Knives? Or do we get Fan of Knives as subtlety? Let's check. Doesn't look like it. We get Shuriken Storm though. Yeah. At 63 as well. So yeah, we don't have any AoE. But then again, my mage, who's arcane, okay, we have arcane explosion and shit, but he doesn't really have any AoE apart from that either, and I don't use the AoE on him, and he still seems to have less trouble. But I think that's just how arcane really works. Let's blind you. And the whole buff with the arcane points, or whatever you want to call them, arcane crystals, also means that you're just dealing massive amounts of damage while you have 4 of them up. When you have less than 4 up, obviously you deal less, and it shows. Alright, can we kick? Yes. But I do like how it's at least semi-challenging on the rogue now, especially in constellations like this, where I have to pull 3 at once. Where I don't, like we saw in Feralis, when I don't have to pull 3 at once, it can sometimes be a bit simplistic, and I end up pulling like 2 to make it a bit more interesting. There we go. Let's put you up. Alright, we should make sure. Oh, yeah, I kicked. I didn't mean to kick. Because I was about to say we should make sure that we have a kick for the Blight Bomb. But we managed to kill it before the Blight Bomb went off. Okay. So let's complete this quest. And now obtain 10 samples of Plague Hound blood. Fair enough. We shall go and hunt Plague Hounds. And then see after that what we will do. That might take us around 5-7 minutes, and by then I think we're already at the 20-minute mark, so I should probably call the episode. Alright, we have our first Plague Hound here. Plague Hounds and all of these guys, obviously, you know, normal flora and fauna that has been subjected to necromancy and undead magic. The Ranger, is he called Ranger General? Sylvana's right hand, Nathaniel, used to have 2 Plague Hounds. It used to be an elite quest in this area that was super hard to kill back in the day. Do we have any? We can just, let's get rid of you. Is this better than what we have? No, by far not. Neither are these. We have a ring here. 3, 4. 4. No. Not better than what we have. No, that's intellect. That's agility and stamina. No. think we are quite well geared up at the moment. 8. Yeah, no, we have way better gear on us. Just trying to make sure that because in Paralysis we did notice that our gear was slightly behind. That isn't what's causing us all the trouble here. Can we? No, we can't cheap shot. Energy being a bit of a troublesome thing here. Okay, every single one of them at least seems to be dropping the blood, which is nice. Let's shadow step here. Alright, here we go. Bleed you. Go around like this so that if there's a patrolling plague hound, we can see it. Hopefully kite this guy a bit further. Speaking of kiting. Alright, we've got you. And let's use our heal and then just go here like this. And yeah. Ah, there's a nice shaman and mage. Are you multi-boxing? Helping me out? At least they're not alliance. As long as they're not alliance, I'm happy. Because alliance have a tendency to start killing me. Like on my mage, I'm leveling in Alterac. I'm like 34, something like that. Hell. Not as bad as Hinterlands, I feel, where in Hinterlands people would, you know, regularly try and kill you. At least when I was leveling there before we went there on the... we didn't go to Hinterlands with this character, but yeah. Hinterlands, people just try and kill you. Or kill me at least. Don't know about you. But yeah, if you have anything also to add regarding PvP experiences with the new patch, especially in the leveling areas, if you think, oh, it's not as bad as I'm saying with, you know, ganking and whatever, put that down as well. Because I'm always interested to hear what your opinions are on these things. I mean, I do follow the forums, but I feel like the forums only attract, you know, either extreme of the debate. And maybe there are some moderate people out there as well who want to share their opinion. We're still killing those plague hounds, because apparently we only have 3 out of 10. Because not every one of these guys is dropping the blood samples that we want. Don't ask me how. It's not like we're bleeding them dry when we're killing them. Even though that would probably be the only excuse why there's no blood samples from these guys when we kill them. Alright. Lore-wise, I think we went through everything Forsaken related in the last episode, so there's not that much I can tell at the moment. I mean, once we get to the Light Up Chapel, there's more lore, obviously, but I sort of want to save that until then, because it's more topical, as we're actually, you know, doing quests with the people for them, and in a way that's related to the lore as well. So that's why I'm not rushing off into, you know, all the other lore pieces that you have here with the Death Knight starting zone, Naxxramas, Scarlet Crusade holdouts, things like that. We did explain a bit what the Scarlet Crusade was in the last episode, so you can't blame that I'm not telling you anything at all. I'm telling you some things. But I'm trying to also pace it in a way that makes sense to what we are actually doing in the world. And when we're only, you know, doing random quests where we're hunting plague hounds for a Blood Elf Paladin, part of a caravan led by a Worgen, then, you know, there's not that much to talk about really, because it's not that lore related. Let's kill another plague hound here, and also keep an eye on our health, because it is dropping down quite low. We get that lovely red screen of alert pretty much in every combat, I think. You didn't drop any blood. Right. You're running somewhere? Where? Okay, this plague hound just went quite crazy. Let's do a subtlety ambush here. And then probably shouldn't kidney shot you, but hey, old habits die hard. When I first leveled a rogue, my first character in WoW, my rotation pretty much once, you know, it allowed for it in terms of me having the abilities, was pretty much cheap shot, spam Sinister Strike until you got 5 for a kidney shot, spam Sinister Strike until you had points, to finish off the enemy with an eviscerate. Usually 5 combo points, but sometimes a bit lower. Or sometimes just pull the enemy with your throwing weapon. Something that doesn't exist anymore, and I'm so excited that it's coming back with vanilla. My good old throwing weapon. I mean, we sort of have it now with the shuriken toss ability, but it's just not the same thing. It's just not the same thing. Don't tell me it's the same thing, because it's just not. Even though it does a good job of mimicking it, and it does more damage. And you don't have to buy ammo for it, which is kind of hilarious. I used to always run with like 3 stacks of throwing knives, just just in case I ran out, because it was back then. I'm not sure if this is just my memories being a bit haywire, but I do feel that stealth was like here, where we used to stand just before this guy stopped. The mobs would see you in stealth and attack you, so it felt to me as a, there we go, like that, new player who wasn't quite used to how to deal with that mechanic. It felt much easier to go, okay, I'm a combat rogue, I can stand toe to toe with the enemies to a certain extent, just pull them using the throwing weapon instead of, you know, trying to sneak up on them and deal a sneak attack. So basically what I did was I was a swashbuckling warrior, much more, you know, true to the combat name of the combat specialization, which is called Outlaw now, I think, but it's still combat to me. Not that Outlaw is that different. I mean, it's not very roguish in my opinion with the whole guns and pirate theme, but I do love how the guns work. I mean, one of my favorite new abilities for the rogue here is this pistol shot. Pistol shot, the way the ability works is just so amazing, and I absolutely love it. Like, it's very, very pleasing to use it. Especially when you get a free one with, I think run through has a proc if you have some talent that gives you a free pistol shot, and that's just so amazing. But since this rogue is, after all, inspired by Garrett, Master Thief, we are a subtlety rogue. And I usually never played, I mean, I played a lot as assassination or combat, but I never really played the subtlety. So seeing how the subtlety plays out, especially with the new image that they have of, you know, shadow and shadow magic and whatever that I think was added in Mists, it's quite nice to experience that. Alright, we get new bracers that give us +1 in everything. Super exciting. I am not in combat. Why do you think I'm in combat? Alright, there we go. Board Fiona's caravan at the Thundoril River in Eastern Plaguelands. I can swear I always thought it was Thundoril, which, you know, sounded much more like something out of Lord of the Rings. Alright, let's ride to the next destination, and then we shall call this an episode. Alright, we are riding there with the dwarf. Which complaining that the elf gets to sit in the front, apparently. These two are quite, you know, the humorous pair. Obviously modeled after Gimli and Legolas, I'd say. Yeah, down to the counting the kills and stuff like that. Well, well. Alright. Let's see where we end up. I think we end up in the... here. At the Crown Guard Tower in Eastern Plaguelands. Did I actually remove the PvP bit here, I think? I assume so. Because didn't this used to be a PvP area? Old memories can be so tricky at times, can't they? Okay. Oh, were these guys raised together? Because they're talking about remember when we were kids? Alright, what did they call themselves? The Paladin Pals. Aw, how nice of the Worgen. And she's now a sulky dwarf. Alright, we're getting to the tower. Where... this was quicker before, but I'm not sure. And there we go, we have the Argent Crusade, which we can talk about in the next episode, because now we have some topicality to it by us actually having to, you know, deal with the Argent Crusade, and also talk about the precursors, the Argent Dawn, while we're at it. This better be a sanctuary of some sort, because I don't want that mage to kill me. Let's get our flight point and then call an episode. So, as always, thanks again for watching. You've been absolutely awesome. My name's been SneakyBot, and if you did like this episode, then do remember to give me a like and to subscribe if you already haven't. And I'll see you in the next episode, where we will be talking about the Argent Crusade and Argent Dawn. Until then, bye bye.